Hey guys! Welcome to video 12. This week, as we told you guys, we're just wanting to start with questions that have been asked about our ministry or family life or anything in that realm up until this point in our video series, as well as just other random questions that people have. And we wanted to say thank you for doing that. We really do appreciate your guys' questions, appreciate the opportunity to be able to engage with you and answer them as best we can, even though they're not always answered perfectly. So if there's something that still is unclear after we've answered your question, then feel free to comment below again, and we'll continue to try and answer more questions. But the first one we have is from Jen, and it says, how can we best pray for you in this moment of ministry? Which is a great question, and we just wanted to thank you guys too for your prayers, especially the past couple months. It's been quite the whirlwind. So yeah, we do appreciate that question. And I think the biggest thing for us is this last month in Ohio, we're going to be moving the first week of June. And so just really, first off, making the most of the time that we have here. There's people and meetings and friends we still have yet to catch up with that we've just kind of missed. And so being able to make the most of that time and engage with you guys and with other people, as well as just this upcoming move we have to Michigan. It's been really nice being able to be in Ohio for these past 6 months and then moving up to Michigan for the next 5. But that's hard on us and that's hard on our family as well. Sybil's really gotten attached to her aunts and uncles and her grandparents here. And so just be in prayer for us as we're moving and my family. They're going to be having to say goodbye to Sybil, and it's not that they won't ever see her again, but this is the longest portion of time they've been able to spend with her since she's been born, and the last biggest portion they're going to be able to spend with her before we move to the Philippines. So just for that, and for us too, every time we move, it's a big adjustment for Sybil and for us. This has been home. It's where we were preparing to have Mabel. We've got to pack up her bedroom, and that's, you set up your kids' rooms, and that was something exciting, and it's kind of hard trying to tear those things down and put them in boxes and move to a new space where we're not going to have the opportunity to set those things back up. So just for our hearts and for Sybil's hearts, as there's so many changes we have to make, and that's really wonderful, and we want to be able to spend time with all of you guys and everybody up in Michigan and have time with Sybil's grandparents and aunts and uncles up there too. But with change comes, hard adjustments. So just be praying for those that it would go well and that we'd be able to plug in and engage with things as we're entering that new phase of life. So
yeah.
The
next question comes from Liz, and it is, what one thing would make the biggest impact in your lives right now? And this is just such a cool question that we got from Liz. So thank you for the question. Right now we're really wanting just people behind us, people who are motivated in what we're doing and just want to hear what we're doing, but also be encouraging us and networking with others, and just getting a team to send us off. That's probably the biggest thing that would impact our lives right now, is just people getting behind us and prayerfully, financially, and also just networking us with other people, because that's always the challenge, is getting more people on board. So
we've shared with you guys why we know this is where God wants us and why we're so passionate about going, but we need people that are just as passionate and just as behind us and firmly believe that this is where God is leading us as well. Like, those are the type of people we want on our team. Those are the types of people that we want behind us and us to be on their team to see these people groups reached. And so that's going to make a huge impact right now. And it's already made a huge impact, like building this momentum with people and with friends. And the goal is to leave in November. So just keeping that momentum going and, finding people with the same passion for things that we feel passionate about and that we know the Lord is passionate about as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And our last question that we got is from Eric. And it's a little bit more of a logistical question. But it says, will you be able to post any of the needs your family may have when you are in a remote village? And how are those packages sent and then received by you? So, it'll greatly depend on what is actually needed. So, whether it's, we have a project in the community that we're wanting to get going, so like a water project or something like that. Yeah, we'd probably be sharing that with you guys and, wanting you guys to get behind that as well. But some of the smaller needs may be just in a newsletter, or it may be just more one-on-one, just communication with you, and um, things would be sent. Depending on the project, depending on the need, it would be mailed to the base that we have in the Philippines, and then they would fly it out to us wherever we're at. So yeah, that's sort of how that would work. We could, yeah, we'll be able to get the address of our actual location when we're actually there. So, but yeah.
Yeah, housing and apartment stuff will still have to be figured out once we're on the ground. We don't know what apartment we're going to be at, things like that. So some of those logistical things that Gerald was talking about we'll kind of have to figure out once we get there. But still an excellent question, and we'll still, obviously, I mean, we're here communicating, and we still want to do a good job communicating with you guys when we're over there. So whether that's Facebook or a newsletter or things like that, we still want you guys to have a part in what we're doing. Just depending on how sensitive the issue is that we're discussing or needing, we'll put it in different avenues, if that makes sense, whether it's Facebook or a newsletter or directly with our churches. So, yeah. But those are really great questions. So we wanted to thank you guys for those 3. And again, feel free to comment or ask more questions below, and we'll be happy to answer those in further future videos. And a lot of things we're going to continue to, as we do videos, put in some of the commonly asked questions we get on those topics as well. But the final thing we just wanted to say was just thank you guys, honestly. Yeah. We're so close to being done here in Ohio, but with everything that's been going on, you guys have been a huge blessing to us. Just knowing that you guys are praying for our family, knowing that you guys are thinking about us, the ways that you've practically encouraged us, even with Mabel passing, with meals or sending us a quick text, knowing that you're thinking about us, and those things have been super helpful. But even the support that's been raised up to this point has been a huge encouragement. So we wanted to stop and just tell you guys a little bit about where we're currently at in support raising, and to thank you for those of you that are supporting and praying for us currently. So right now I think we're at about 33 to 38% of our total monthly support. And again, like we said, we have to be at 75% of our monthly support for Ethnos 360 to allow us to buy our plane tickets. So we're just praying that the Lord will provide that support level in time for us to get our plane tickets for November. And one other thing we want to talk about, a lot of people, when we say we're 33 to 38%, they go, well, why is there not an exact percentage on that? So we just want to explain that as kind of a commonly asked question as well that we're getting. And the reason is because our funds typically filter through Ethnos 360. So if we get a new supporter, say they get a tax benefit by going through the organization, as well as our taxes are easier by having the funds transferred through Ethnos 360. And depending on the way someone gives, we may not see the update until the following calendar month. So that is one reason that we may not know the exact percentage, because we might have to wait for the following calendar month. As well as every supporter is a little bit different, which is totally fine. But some people are planning on supporting, but they may not give us an amount, which is okay. Some people might say, hey, we want to give this much, but they haven't currently started supporting, which is also fine. But all these things factor into how much Ethnos is calculating our current percent level being. So we just wanted to let you guys, it's not that any percentage is being miscalculated or lost. It's just that our updates are slower because of those different factors. So anywhere from 33 to 38%. And we're almost halfway done here in the States. So I was telling Gerald, we have the whole month of May left. Let's shoot for that 50%. That would be about half of our time. And then moving forward to November, that would be right on target. So we're still just praying that the Lord will continue to raise funds this month. And we're really excited for the opportunities to be able to engage with more friends and family and see a team just come together. We're really excited about what the Lord's been doing already. And just want to thank you guys seriously for just being part of our team, for having the same passion that we do for these unreached people groups, and seeing the need for this type of work, and just the Lord's heart in all of this as well. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for the questions, and we'll continue to have more of these just question videos where we can stop, talk about support, answer your questions, and then continue on with the video series. So yeah, thank you guys, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys.